Today's topic is, what are some of the myths that are holding back your writing success? If you've got 5 minutes, I've got 5 tips for you for busting those myths. As I said in my book, Permission to Write, there are myths and there are realities about writing and the writing industry. It's about the difference between the way things are and the way you'd like things to be. Now let's start with a bit of a definition of what a myth is. A myth is a story that may or may not have a basis in reality. By definition, a myth is a widely held belief about something which is largely based on incorrect information and is not right in and of itself. I'm not sure where these myths about writing come from. All I know is that new writers seem to hold a lot of them. Here are 5 tips for busting those myths. Myth number 1, talent is overrated. Anyone can be a successful author. This isn't actually true. Although it does take a lot more than talent to become a writer and to be a successful writer, it is a necessary component for success. Is it the majority component? Is it the biggest one you have to have? Probably not. Hard work goes along with that talent, but nevertheless, you do need to have some talent. Myth number 2, no one cares about grammar. I've actually seen writers in Facebook groups say this, and they're absolutely incorrect. There are a number of reasons why grammar is important. Well, first, there are the grammar police readers who will have a look at your material and think you're an absolute idiot if you don't know anything about grammar. That's number 1 group. The second group are those people who are going to note that you've made grammatical errors, and they're going to tell everybody else to stay away from your writing. The third group are the group of people who wouldn't know a grammatical error if it came up and bit them in the butt. But they will know that they don't understand something, and if the grammar is incorrect, that may be the reason for their lack of understanding. Myth number 3, I write better than most people. Well, this is just hilarious. It's absolutely untrue. You don't write any better than anybody else, and neither do I. Most people don't know how badly they write. And I'm not the only one to say that. William Zinsser, in his book on writing well, which I recommended a couple of videos ago, wrote that most people have no idea how poorly they write, and he is absolutely correct. And if you maintain some humility about your writing, that your writing could always be better and that there will always be people who write better than you, then your writing will get better. If you think you write better than most people, then you probably don't. Myth number 4, having thousands of Twitter and Instagram and Facebook followers guarantees writing success. Well, this couldn't be more untrue. These days, many publishers are in fact looking for what they're calling a social media presence. They're looking for your platform, and they're looking at the number of people who follow you. But there is no real evidence to suggest that anyone who has thousands of followers to begin with is going to have any more success than the successful writer who gains those followers after the first successful book. One of the things I have noticed about people who have lots of followers on Instagram is that they probably follow an equal number. And those people probably follow an equal number. And you know that if you follow 1,000 people on Instagram, you're not going to see any of their posts. Most of your followers are not potential readers. They're other people who are trying to sell their books just the same way that you are. Myth number 5, my friends think my ideas are great, so everyone else will too. Now this is just a bit crazy, isn't it? I have just one question for you. How did your friends get to be such experts about what will sell and what won't sell? My suggestion to you would be to take a step back from the kinds of things that your friends think that they would like to read about and write about something that you would like to write about. That's what's more likely to be successful in the end. You probably hold some other myths in your mind about writing, untrue beliefs that are holding you back, but these are the 5 ones that I think are the most important and also that I consider to be the most widely held these days. Get over these ones and you can move forward with your writing. Well, I have a manuscript to get back to today. Maybe you do too. Talk to you next time. Subscribe to Write, Fix, Repeat, and maybe I can help you improve your writing knowledge and skills. 5 tips at a time.